Okay, so let's make let's make first a decision why why I didn't went to academia, and maybe there's also a funny story because I was studying in Berkeley, and there I lived together with a colleague. He was doing his postdoc there, and we were thinking about, is academia something like we should aim for? And then I reflect my own understanding about the setup of a professor. And I said, I think I'm not clever enough for becoming a professor. And then he said to me, I have learned if you ask you this kind of question already, you are not meant to become a professor, because you should be really self-confident that you can make it. Well, that was a joke for sure. And if you ask why becoming an entrepreneur, I think I found it fascinating to develop something. I found it fascinating to be fully responsible for something. I found it interesting also to develop people, to form a team, to have this kind of certain feedback also from team members. And I also found it fascinating that you have the potential to scale up a business dramatically if you identify certain kind of solutions which I would describe the market needs and want to have it. And under this kind of setup and the permanent pressure on efficiency topics, a permanent pressure on limited resources, you try to build up something which is inherent, sustainable, and functional. And so reality, like you said, sometimes it's hard to negotiate with reality, which we always see now also for people in opposed to public decision processes currently. Sometimes reality is hard to negotiate, but you can adapt to reality. And then you can ask yourself, okay, what is reality telling you for your own setup? And so that might be some inherent driving motivations for going to found a company, and why it's also appealing, because I would describe it as a different life form. You can go for that, or you can't go for that. But I somehow decided it's pretty interesting. And especially the step into China in 2000 was challenging by itself.
I can completely agree to what you say. I think for me, it's always so, I divide it in three mindsets and three different personalities. One is the creative academic side, which comes up with a lot of great ideas. Then we have the huge corporate side of life, which is very structured and process-driven and organized. And in between, as you describe, I think it's particularly interesting for certain personalities to take ideas, to figure out how to turn ideas into products, then figuring out the next step, where do you find the right people to make the idea bigger? Because usually one person can do a lot, but not everything alone. And putting together then right people, form the first team, scale it up, hand it over to big corporations like in the pharma industry is an exciting process to me. And of course, there are mixtures of these personalities. But if you, and I consider you are also one of those entrepreneurs who find pleasure in turning ideas into products, form their own company. What is BCall doing actually? What is your company's purpose?
So our company's purpose is to create small molecules to create benefit for human application, in the sense of either identifying novel treatment options or to create novel treatment options for disease. We are also in the area of in the food area. We are also in the agro business area. And there we, with our competence of small molecule creation, in the sense of starting from natural products, as well as manipulation in the sense of making patentable compounds available, we have found our company Bicol. And this is also our core competence in analytical chemistry, as well as natural product chemistry, as well as medicinal chemistry. Mm-hmm. And with this kind of core competence, we are looking for partners who have a cutting-edge understanding about mode of actions, novel models, how to achieve new therapeutics, having a screening system, test systems available, who can deliver with our competence then the next generation of a product.
Mm-hmm.